It's day 8 of the film festival, and I'm in the what they're calling the Filmmakers Lounge here at the Palm Springs Film Festival. It's a special place where you can buy your tickets, buy merchandise, and hang out. And they've got these little benches and stuff. You can watch videos of the trailers for some of the movies. There's magazines and stuff set around Variety and some of those things. And you can just come here and hang out between films, which I'm doing because I'm seeing 3 movies here at the Regal today, which is just next door. I just came out of the film, a Portuguese film called Blood of My Blood, and I was very, very impressed by this film. I thought the cinematography was the best I've seen so far of the films I've seen at this festival. Really interesting use of setup. He does scenes within scenes, and they within the same frame. And the sound was really interesting. They didn't have any soundtrack to it. It was done just ambient noises around, very realistic, and the performances were very strong. So I was very surprised by this film, and I'm glad I saw it. In reading the program notes, it said that it won a prize at the San Sebastian Festival last year, the Frepesci Prize, and I'm beginning to understand why. Very, very good, and I would highly recommend it to anybody. So now I'm going to take a break before my next film, which is, I don't remember what it is now, so I'll have to talk about it after the film. Bye. Hi again. I'm sitting in the courtyard in the Regal Cinema area. Have my lunch now, and am now going to go and see if I can find some sunlight, direct sunlight, so I can sit in the sun for a bit before my next movie, which I looked up in the program book, is a Korean film called The Front Line, about war. And someone was telling me about it yesterday, saying that they thought it was actually a very good war film. And it's a little long, almost 2.5 hours, I think. And so I'll tell you about it when it's all over. Bye now. Hi there. I wanted to talk to you about 2 things about the film festival that I said I would tell you about earlier. One is about the ticketing. In the past, say 5 or 6 years, I've gotten a Platinum Pass, which is one of the things I've always loved about this festival, is the fact that you can get a pass, not just tickets. And the great thing about the pass has been that you've had the flexibility about what movies to see, because you just go and line up and go into a movie, and if there's room for you to get in, they have a certain number of seats set aside for pass holders. This has been allowed a lot of flexibility in the past, because then you can talk in line and people will say, oh, you've got to go see this film, and then you can change your plans, so you're not locked into movies. And I really liked it, but this year I screwed up, didn't get my pass before they sold out, and so this year I had to go with tickets. So it's very similar to what I've done for many years with TIFF, is actually having to get hard tickets before the festival starts. So as of December 23rd, I went online, redeemed my ticket vouchers, and had to lock into 40 movies, 35 or 40 movies. And actually I'm really liking it a lot this year, because I'm doing just like I do at TIFF, which is I show up 10 or 15 minutes before the movie starts and just walk right into the theater and grab a seat, which for me, since I like to sit near the front of the theater, is really all right, because those are the seats that fill up last. So it's been very good. Where in the past, because you're not guaranteed here, people will line up 45 an hour, and if it's a really, really popular one of the sort of Cannes films, or something that's got a lot of Oscar kind of buzz, or foreign film buzz, people will line up 2 hours before the pass holders to try to get into the film, because they're not guaranteed entry. And I was talking to one of the theater managers last night, and he was telling me that a screening of, what film was it now? There was a film earlier this week that they turned away 150 pass holders, and they were really ticked off. So this year I'm avoiding all of that, because I have a ticket, so I'm guaranteed to get in, so this worked out well. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the free shuttle bus service that they have here. And it's great, because it allows people who don't have cars, who come down, say, just for the festival for 10 days, 2 weeks, and don't want to rent a car, they can get on this shuttle bus. They have 2 or 3 of them that circles around between all of the theaters that are used, the venues, and get from venue to venue. And the buses come by every 10 or 15 minutes, and it's great. You don't have to worry about taxis or anything like that. There's not a lot of taxis in this town. It's not the way it sort of works. But it's been great, so it's good to get to theaters. And for me, now with Brian being here, I don't have to monopolize the car the whole day. He can drop me off for my first film, and I can go around to different movie theaters with the shuttle bus service. And I think, yeah, here comes a shuttle bus behind me, so I'm going to sort of, it's just about to pass me. There it is. I think I got that in this shot. I'm not very good with this camera thing, guys. You got to sort of work with me on this. Anyway, so those are 2 great things. I mean, if Toronto had a shuttle bus service, I don't know how they could possibly have enough buses for all the people. And there is a subway system in Toronto, so that does help. But it's really nice just to get on this shuttle bus, and it'll take you to whatever theater that you're going to. So those are 2 things I want to talk about here. And it's a beautiful day, as you can see. And I've got about, I think, another half an hour before my next movie. And then I'll talk about the movie once I get out. Bye now. Hi, Andrea here. I just got out of my second movie of the day, of course, a Korean film called The Front Line, about the Korean War. And it's one of those war is hell kind of movies. It was very well done, very well acted. It's a good script. The cinematography was very much like Saving Private Ryan, kind of very realistic scenes of both, land battles and a little bit on the water and things like that. As I said, it was very well done. I'm not a big fan of war movies, so it's not something that I really enjoyed watching. But on the whole, it was well done, and it's good to see a South Korean or a Korean film. I'd be interested in knowing how this is portrayed or been received in Korea. There wasn't a Q&A after the film, but there was a lot about the undercurrents and themes of the film of reunification between North and South Korea, and how nobody really wanted to be fighting the battle. Nobody knew why they were fighting that kind of thing, because it had been going on for so long. There it is. That's that movie. My final movie of the day, I do this all the time. I can't remember what the next movie is because I haven't seen it yet. It's another movie in about an hour and a half time, so I'm going to go and get a bite to eat, and I'll tell you about it after the film. Bye now. Hi, it's about 8:30 on Friday night, 13th. Just got out of my final film, Innocence, a Czech film. It's about this doctor who's been accused of inappropriate relationship with one of his patients, a young girl who's underage. It was an okay film. I wasn't wild about it. I wouldn't really strongly recommend it to anybody. The lead actress was there for Q&A, which I didn't stay for the entire thing because my husband's supposed to be picking me up here in a couple of minutes' time. So that's why I'm standing out here waiting for him. So on balance today, the first film was the best, Blood of My Blood, for sure. And the war film, and now this one, okay. So now, going out drinking with friends, because that's what film festivals is really about, is films and friends. Bye now. I'm now out at the Ace Hotel, which is not too far from where I'm staying, and it's kind of a very trendy little place. I'm trying to show you the pool area here, and I'm here with some friends for some drinks, and I'll get back to it, so have a good evening.